Hello everybody, Yoshida is not at her house right now, so I will take over. Welcome to the first video on the second channel. I'm making this video about a creator I enjoy very much named Relaingey. He's the one who inspired the most popular video on my main channel. As of late, he has found himself in a bed of hot water, and I am a little bit disappointed. This video is just a little critique of his actions and a lesson for other upcoming creators. It is my opinion and is not meant to bash Relaingey. In fact, I discourage other people from making videos on the situation. Please do not send harassment or hate. He is genuinely a good creator and I just think he messed up handling this. If you send Relaingey anything, send him some support and encouragement. He needs it right now. So, let's go over what happened. After the Juge and Glider guy situation, Relaingey made a video about his own content being stolen, but the original video was poor, in my opinion. He has since privated it, so I have to rely on the audio from Spotify. My main issues with the video were the flawed logic. The central point seemed to be that people should credit whoever made the first video on a topic. This makes no sense to me. Why would creators hunt down who spoke first? You can't expect people to do that when it's more productive to research those directly involved. And what if someone else made a video before you on the Ali Coca situation and you had no idea? By your own logic, you would be stealing from them. Most of these creators probably heard about the Ali Coca stuff from their comments or their peers. Why should they credit you if they didn't get the idea from you in the first place? Even more so if they didn't know you exist. Not to mention, Confidence Amuda told me one of your videos on Ali Coca were removed because of backlash. The backlash was from his friend at the time falsely accusing Ali Coca of being a kid diddler over a weird story about him getting a handy in a Thai red light zone. Coco Crazy covered it and Ali Coca threatened to sue her even though she never made those allegations, but rather defended Ali Coca. Going back to Relaingey, how the hell are people supposed to credit you if the video doesn't fucking exist anymore?
Almost immediately afterwards, I decided to lock up my phone to make a video about the situation, and on July 30th, 2024, I would upload a video called Ali Coca may have had one of the worst hot takes. The video shot up to almost 20,000 views in just under 2 weeks, which is absolutely crazy for me at the time. But unfortunately, despite the video getting tons of views, that also opened the door for tons of new problems. Shortly after my two first Ali Coca videos, a lot of other people started to make videos on the situation, which was nice. Except for the fact that, similar to Judge and Agent Paradox, I got almost no credit whatsoever. A lot of the people making videos on it just pass it off as their own. And you could make the argument that, oh, it's not required to give credit, stop being a pussy. And yes, while that may be true in some instances, overall, people should at least be considerate and do research before making a video. I don't know how many channels cover the situation exactly, but I want to say around 40 to 50 channels decided to cover the situation, and pretty much all of them did not give me credit for the video idea. I would then proceed to get tons of backlash for making this video in the first place, and I do sincerely apologize for even making it. It shouldn't even have crossed my mind. And I have since cut off all communication with Dr. Sonic, and I no longer talk to him. Alright, enough rambling. Now let's get back into more examples of content theft. Ali Coca responded in the worst way possible. Another 100,000 view video. Now, before you guys start saying that this is not substantial evidence of content theft, yes, I may have privated the video mere hours after its release. And yes, Coco Crazy did make a video not regarding the suing allegations, but rather just simply accusing him of being a creep. She never accused Ali of being a pedo. But all of this occurred before Coco Crazy released her second video on the situation, so this point still stands.
The lack of proof. You openly admitted that your evidence or lack thereof wasn't concrete. but still thought your point stood as if it did, which confused me. The only point that made me think was the Ingwin thing, where you both talked about the same thing at the same timestamp, which, maybe, could be a very weird coincidence. But the rest of the video felt like a grab for views because of the Juge and Glider Guy stuff going down.
First person we're going to be talking about is the YouTuber with about 550,000 subscribers, Sensitive Society. A lot of you guys might know him as a commentary channel who posts a variety of topics and whatever it wants to talk about and stuff. On September 6, 2024, Sensitive Society would upload a video called Ali Coke Needs to Be Stopped, in which Sensitive Society gave some pretty good advice, although it wasn't original because he stole my video idea. Everyone was talking about the situation about how Ali Kocha was being childish, yet I was the only one getting hate for it. And you could also make the argument that, oh, Sensitive Society did give you credit, you didn't watch the video. I did in fact watch the video, and I did not see him give credit anywhere throughout the video besides one part where he was reacting to Coco giving me credit in the video. So therefore, it still counts. Or that they don't give me credit, I just want them to at least mention my name in the video. I know you guys are gonna say that's the same thing, believe me, it's not. You can't claim that, oh, you can watch a 5 to 7 minute video and do your research, when you didn't even credit me for my video. Channel sub count is at almost 1 million, around 850,000 to be precise. Yup, we're talking about one of the largest commentary channels in the scene, Engwin. I'm sure a lot of you guys were shocked to hear that name being mentioned in the video, but alas, for those living under a rock, Engwin did make a video on the situation, I think on September 10th, and I would argue that Engwin made even more hypocritical points than Sensitive Society.
Pussy tight, pussy clean, pussy fresh, pussy pretty, pussy perfect.
Dog pack video dropped. Ali Coca was not a fan. He was ready to defend Mr. Beast, knight in shining armor style. So of course, a lot of people criticize him for not even giving the dog pack video a chance at all.
And also, something I did quickly want to mention is that Engwin had a lot of the same points I made in my first video regarding Ali Coca. Like this one, for example. I'm gonna play two clips right next to each other.
Here is a short list of all the good things that Jimmy has done to make this world a better place, which people are so quick to forget.
Yeah, well, I do agree that all the stuff that you listed here were good things that did change the world to an extent. That still doesn't change the fact that what Mr. Beast did was unethical.
Here's a short list of all the good things that Jimmy has done to make this world a better place, which people are so quick to forget.
Okay, yeah, Jimmy did a lot of great things for the world, but that doesn't mean it's just gonna wipe away all the bad things that he did. Of course, I'm happy that he did these things, very generous of him, but that doesn't shield him from any criticism at all.
What makes this even more damning is that when Ollie said, oh, Mr. Beast has done all this good shit for the world, we covered it at almost the exact same timestamp. 2 minutes and 23 seconds on the fucking dot. And if you guys don't believe this point, here's two screenshots I took moments after each other. They both say exactly 2 minutes and 23 seconds. I was laughing my ass off on
The contradictions. I found it hypocritical that you criticized Sense for making the same points as you without giving credit, but later seemed to imply it was okay for people to say similar things. Another thing is on your Glider Guy videos, unless if I am remembering wrong, you also said Jude should have went to Glider Guy privately first. I never heard you mention contacting these creators prior to making this video. I had to pause the video several times just to process how bad these points are. I left a comment under that video, and since it's private now, I'll paraphrase what I said. Relaingey, I love your content, but this video is not it. Half of these people probably had no idea you exist, and most of the points you made are extremely flimsy and hypocritical. I am not upset at you or anything, but this video is insanely disappointing and it feels rushed and poorly made. He responded to my comment, taking accountability, apologizing, and commending my professionalism. He took it quite well, but he never mentioned that I was the one who thoroughly called him out in the comments, leading to the apology video, which I find a tad hypocritical by his own logic. Shortly after, he removed the video and posted an apology. Pay close attention to what he says.
Hello everyone, so I do feel like I got some explaining to do, so let's just get into this video. I want to sincerely apologize for even making my last video. For context, it was this one, and I'm sorry. There are no excuses for me making that video, and I should not have made it in the first place. It was poorly researched, it was incredibly rushed, and I feel absolutely ashamed for even making it, and I'm sorry. And as of the time you're seeing this video, you will no longer find it on my channel. Please do not re-upload the video. I know some people are going to do it anyways, but seriously, please do not. I absolutely do discourage the re-uploading of people's videos without permission, so please disrespect my wishes and just let it stay in the past. The reason I wanted to make this apology video was because, despite some of the points in that video still standing, in my opinion, overall, I did not mention the fact that they would not have known about my existence. I should have mentioned the fact that a lot of people that I was criticizing in that video would not have known about my existence, which was an important detail that I didn't even bother to mention in the video, and that's what a lot of people were criticizing me for. And I just want you guys to know that I made a huge mistake, and videos like this will never be uploaded onto my channel again unless absolutely necessary. And if I do decide to make a video on stuff like this again, I will be sure to provide more evidence than I did this time around, because me personally, I feel absolutely stupid and embarrassed, and I own absolutely everything in regards to that, and I do sincerely apologize once again for making that video in the first place. I'm going to be taking a well-deserved mental break for the next few days to just think about what I could have done to handle the video differently. And with that said, everybody, I'm going to have a shocking announcement to make. I will no longer be uploading more than 2 times a week. I want to produce quality over quantity content from now on, and that's why I'm making this decision. I'm no longer going to be milking any sort of situations unless absolutely necessary, so that does mean the Glider Guy saga will be coming to an end. And although I easily could make more videos on Glider Guy, I don't want to do that anymore, as I want to focus on other channels, because obviously, as you guys might know, a lot of people have been getting criticized in recent years for milking situations, some of which being extremely serious and should not be milked whatsoever, or the situation has very serious allegations linked to it. You get the idea at this point. Bottom line here is that I don't want to continue milking situations on one person, especially if the allegations against them are very serious and should not be taken lightly, and especially not for ad revenue and profit. But yeah, as this video ends, I do want to say once again that I'm sorry, and I will produce better content from now on. I don't expect anyone to forgive me. If you do, then great. But again, it's your decision if you want to forgive me or not. Anyways, guys, I'll be back in a few days, sometime later this week, like I said earlier, and I will see you guys around later.
By the way, he makes like another 2 videos relating to this situation, and that would make 4 videos this week. Yikes. Actually, one of them is a stream, but still, I thought it ended there and he would move on. Here is when I kind of get icky with Relaingey's behavior. He made a community post, putting some of the people who still had gripes with the video on blast, despite saying he just wanted to move on.
Apologies for the loud fan noises because my boyfriend's microphone refuses to record anything, but yeah, I forgot to mention this too. But he randomly brings up his mental health and the stuff he went through in his YouTube career randomly. I'm not saying he's wrong for doing this, and this is a bit nitpicky of me, I must admit, but it came across to me that he was trying to make his detractors feel bad when it just makes it look like he's trying to play the victim and undermines his apology video and his, everything else. There is a time and a place for everything, and I don't think that was it. In my personal opinion, I'm not trying to say he's 100% a manipulative monster. That was absolutely his intentions, because I don't think it was. But it felt yucky to me, and it came across that way. He is a human with emotions, and that's not what I have an issue with. It is the context in which he brought it up. I'll play some parts of the video that I found kind of silly.
Talk about it because I already took accountability, I already apologized, and I already privated my video. But even after all that, even after everything I'd said in my video, some people still aren't getting the hint. I believe I even have to say this, but please do not attack the person I'm going to be mentioning in this video. I'm legitimately already in a very bad position career-wise anyways, and I don't want you guys to make this shit worse. Let's cut the bullshit and get right into the video. A few hours ago at the time of recording this video, a YouTuber named DM'd me on my Discord account pretty much saying that despite the fact that I apologized, what I did still wasn't cool. Which, yes, dude, I understand that what I did was not acceptable at all, and I should have taken accountability for it, which I ended up doing. And yes, I will admit, I did not bother to say, oh, they would not have known about my existence in the video, but at the same time, that would have debunked the entire video I made. But even still, I understand that's not an excuse, and I should have just said that in the video, and none of this would have happened. Dude, I want to move on, I apologize, and I took accountability, and I was getting very demotivated after making that video, and I did not want to have to deal with any more demotivation. But this dude was completely adamant and set on squeezing every last bit of motivation he could out of me. Move on multiple times. And look, I hate to throw some of my friends under the bus right now, and I'm sorry if you guys are watching this, but I told them, hey, look at the videos from Agent Paradox and Cryptic Zombie before specifically targeting me out of everyone covering situations like this. They criticized me for not saying, oh, they would not have known about my existence, when you could literally make the exact same argument for those two. For Cryptic Zombie, nothing for Agent Paradox either. This only proves my point further about how the internet's just so into favoritism nowadays. And Monostar clearly has no idea what I've been through over my career. I have been through so much mental torture on my channel. I've been falsely accused of being a fucking my real name got leaked by several UTTP members, and overall, it's just too much to handle. So apparently everyone else can get called out for taking accountability and nothing's an issue. But whenever I get called out for taking accountability, I have to take that shit on the chin. Are you fucking mental? Don't just be sorry, be better. If you really want me to quote unquote be better, then quit going after me like I'm some sort of object. You clearly do not understand what I've been going through over the past few months. I have wasted almost 3 years of my life doing this commentary shit, and for what? You guessed it, everyone, bumfuck nothing. I don't understand why it has to be so hard for some people to just move on like I've requested them to multiple times, but apparently it is. To decide to pipe in and not mind their own business. Yup, help! Decided to comment under my post, but this time with the worst stuff he's ever said to me. And this comment pretty much toes the line between criticism and flat out harassment. Hey, unseasoned chicken, how are you today? Oh yeah, I'm doing absolutely amazing. Yeah, fuck no, dude. Bro, what does insulting my appearance have to do with this whole feud? At this point, it's not even just criticism anymore, it's flat out harassment. He also said that if I even tried to upload the video, he would be forced to defend himself by making a response. Which honestly, dude, at this point, I don't give a fuck. Go right ahead. But just know, if you get absolutely shit on, that's not my problem. You were insulting me over my appearance when that has nothing to do with this feud. You're pretty much hopping into a discussion that has nothing to do with you. And overall, you're genuinely being a fucking asshole.
I found this really counterintuitive and equivalent to picking scabs. The best way to handle stuff like this is to apologize, own up to it, and no longer address it so it scabs over and heals. What happens when you pick on the scabs? The scabs leave scars behind, and those scars will show up on your career. You also can't fully expect everyone to move on in just a couple of days. Scabs don't heal completely in a few days. They can sometimes take a few weeks, months if it is very bad. These people are definitely 1000% in the wrong for going in your Discord messages and hurling insults at you in your comments. But this is not that much better. By constantly addressing the hate, you are only making people more aware of what you did. This is the Streisand effect. You can't expect no backlash when you make controversial videos, especially when said controversial video is so insanely bad and poorly made. It comes with the territory, to put it bluntly, and this is gonna sound harsh. You should stay away from making those kinds of videos if you aren't good at taking criticism. I saw your live stream where you said you wasted 3 years of your life doing commentary to get nowhere. Sorry for being blunt, but nobody forced you to keep making videos. You made them out of your own volition. It isn't like people were holding you at gunpoint threatening to shoot you if you didn't make any more content. I hope not, at least. YouTube is not for everyone, and that's okay. I've been making videos for over 10 years and have put blood, sweat, and tears into my content. In order to learn how to swim, you have to take the plunge and paddle until you can find a rhythm that can make you move. You can't do that by dipping your feet in and kicking the water. I have been making commentary videos on and off for 7 years. I didn't start getting any form of traction until extremely recently. YouTube is a grind, and it can be insanely stressful. From one creator to another, please take this as constructive. I think you should have ended it at the apology video and taken a break to let things die down. You are better than this. You make pretty cool videos, and it hurts that I had to make this video. I understand your frustration, but this was very irrational. Don't take this as me telling you to shut up or cry me a river. I genuinely feel bad for you, but my patience and empathy can only go so far. I am not seeking to start beef with you. All I am asking is that you don't rush out videos like this ever again. I know I am kind of adding to the problem by making this video, but this had to be said. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have a great day, everybody.